I'll take a longer probation, I'll pay more fines, I'll get an alcohol tether, I'll do whatever. Just have to go back.
Welcome to Rebel Chaser. My name is Gail, and on my last video, someone told me I should think about shortening my intros, so here you go. This is Judge Elizabeth DeSanto at Michigan's 27th District Court. She has two women with too many excuses.
We are on the record in the matter of Jill Duvall, 23241.
Your Honor, good morning. Richard T. Serrano, T33828. Today, Your Honor, I appear as MIDC counsel on behalf of witness Duvall for two matters. One is a violation of probation allegation. One is for Jill. Please state your name, ma'am.
Jill Marie Duvall.
All right, thank you. And today is the date, counsel, as you indicated, for a jail review and probation violation. And the probation violation first. So your client is currently on probation for retail fraud. And it's alleged that she tested positive for alcohol on September 26th. And that would be the day after her most recent jail review, which was September 25th. Counsel?
Your Honor, that is a correct statement. I advise my client of all of her rights regarding a contested probation violation hearing. Waive that, and she's going to plead guilty to the allegation of September 26th testing positive for alcohol.
All right, ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear from the testimony you're about to give in this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And you heard what your attorney indicated regarding the allegations, correct?
Yes.
As to the allegation you tested positive for alcohol September 26th, how do you plead?
Guilty.
You found over your advice of rights for probation violation purposes, correct?
Yes.
And in fact, you signed this document.
Yes, I do.
And you understand all of those rights.
Yes, I do.
You also understand by entering into a plea, you'll be waiving some of those rights, specifically your trial and appellate rights,
Yes.
and your right to a contested hearing.
Yes.
You also understand the possible penalty as a result of your plea, correct?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And you understand the recommendation is 5 days jail on this violation.
Yes, I do.
And knowing all that, you still want to continue with your plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything, threatened you, or coerced you in any way for you to enter into a plea?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and counsel, if you can please order your client.
Ma'am, do you agree you were on probation to this court for this violation that you're pleading guilty to?
Yes.
And one of the conditions of the court's orders were that you not consume any alcohol or drugs that were not specifically prescribed to you. Is that correct?
Yes.
And prior to you testing on September 26th, would you agree you tested positive for alcohol on that day, correct?
Yes.
And it's because you consumed a couple of glasses of wine before that time when you went to test because your boyfriend you found out had been cheating. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you understand that there was no defense, that's not a defense to self-medicate, correct?
No, absolutely not.
I'm satisfied.
The court is also satisfied that the plea is knowing, voluntary, and factually accurate. The court will accept your plea. The probation violation indicate technical violation number 1 will enter. And counsel asks that the recommendation of the 5 days jail, $50 probation violation for you to continue and complete out terms of probation.
Well, Your Honor, my client is receptive to continue the probation, certainly. And this will blend into the next jail review, but she's already done 5 days Wayne County Jail. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
And tell me she was scared every day there. I think she told me that it's like a third world country in the Wayne County Jail. There's no protection. And we went over that lake. We talked several times. Your Honor, I would just ask the court to consider any alternative. She'll wear a tether, she'll test more often. But I think she's really got the message. Those 5 days woke her up. I told her there's no defense of what she did. There's no self-medicating. She has to abide by the court's order. And one thing I would point out, Your Honor, this was not initially a drug or alcohol case. And I understand the court's position. And I think my client has got the message. She's ready to improve. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well, okay, your client was charged with retail fraud and it was amended to attempt retail fraud. Despite the fact that your client had 3 previous convictions for retail fraud and operating while impaired by alcohol, okay? And one of the concerns this court has is that the client was in the Wayne County Jail, so she knew that she didn't want to go back, and she knew that there was a jail review, and yet she still consumed alcohol.
I'm extremely sorry. I made a bad judgment. I didn't know what to do. I made a bad judgment. I've been seeing him on and off for 3 years, and he totally was committed to me this time, and I found out he was cheating on me with my best friend. I didn't know what to do. I'm willing to do anything besides not go back to jail. I'll take a longer probation, I'll pay more fines, I'll get an alcohol tether, I'll do whatever. I just have to go back. I didn't eat for 5 straight days, not one thing. And all I drank was the water, and I couldn't even stand that.
Are you talking about in the jail?
Yes, I'm sorry. And I was scared the whole time I was there. I made a bad judgment. I would never do anything to have to go back there. I didn't get any of my medication. I withdraw off my medication for those 4 or 5 days. It was completely, it was horrific. I don't know how to explain it.
What was it that you had to drink, ma'am?
What is it that I had to drink?
Yes.
Some kind of red wine. I don't even know what it was.
Where'd you get it from?
A friend, which is not really a friend, but she knew I shouldn't be doing that.
And how much did you drink?
2, I want to say 2 glasses. It could have been 3.
And that was also while you were taking your prescription medication,
Yes.
which I'm going to presume it's not recommended that you consume alcohol with that medication.
Absolutely not.
Okay. And your probation order even indicates mandatory additional incarceration for any probation violation. And you knew that, and you knew that you had a jail review scheduled. And you're telling this court that you did not want to go back. And yet your behavior is such that you just guaranteed that you're going back.
I made a mistake.
Well, per the court's order, on your probation violation, the court's going to order 5 days jail. You're to continue to fulfill terms of probation and pay a $50 probation violation fee. And then ask to the jail review council for the 30 days.
Your Honor. That's Dan, or what she's already said. I mean, obviously, she doesn't want to spend the whole amount. I think she's got the message. If she does it 5 days or any days that the court orders, she's asking for perhaps a short window so she can get her affairs in order. She does have a job. She will lose if she spends that long period of time incarcerated. So, court confession, any other remedy, community service? Heather, Your Honor, my client, I don't believe is a danger to the community. She's done it to herself. She realizes that. And you can see her state of emotion is that she's still affected by what's happened. And we ask the court to reconsider in the court's discretion. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am, I'm a little bit confused though. So this was your boyfriend that broke up with you?
Yeah,
Yeah, but haven't you been married to somebody else?
yes. I haven't seen him in 18 years. He's a hermit. He lives in his mother's basement and I haven't spoke to him. I haven't seen him.
And you also haven't gone down any legal paths to terminate your marriage?
No, I haven't. Because I'm not the one that wanted it. So I always told him, if you want it, then you pay for it. And we just haven't, like I said, he's a hermit. He lives in his mother's basement and he's rotting away.
Your Honor, also, I want to place on the record, my client says she does have a valid medical marijuana card. If she's sent to jail, then we ask the court to consider tethering her to a treatment program or someplace where she's discharged and she gets her medications, Your Honor. That's what she's most fearful of. She has prescribed medications, she's under continuing doctor's care. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
And I'm sorry, what was the purpose of informing me that she has a medical marijuana card?
Your Honor, just as the court generally asks, what would be in your system if you were tested?
Nothing.
Not at this point.
No, not at all.
Well, ma'am, you knew that there was a possibility of jail. And this case was your 4th retail fraud case in 5 years.
No, not in 5
I
years.
mean, well,
It was back in 2013 or
oh,
something.
yes, sorry.
No, I mean,
And then also 21, sorry, so that's 3 years, 2 years. And then 14 years. And you received a very generous plea at that time. And this court sentenced you to 30 days jail, suspended pending the review, plus probation with the terms of probation. And so the court's going to adopt the recommendation for the jail review. And so you're going to serve the 30 days that has been suspended.
A total of 35 days, Your Honor?
Yes,
yeah, it's going to jail for 35 days.
yes, ma'am.
Oh my God, I don't believe this.
Can she report at a later date than today? Your Honor? Never failed to appear for court, is that correct?
Oh, no, counsel, your client's going to serve the jail. She's going to start today.
Thank you, Your Honor. Close the
There's no
officer.
way I could start coming on Friday, get dropped off on Friday. I drove here today. I don't know about my truck. I don't have nobody to,
She drove her own car, she has a valid license, it's in the
Yes.
parking lot, she doesn't have anybody to come and get it.
I mean, is there any way I could do like I did before and go in on Friday? So I can get my car payment. I don't get paid until tomorrow evening. So I can get my car payment paid up until I'm gonna get out.
Your report Friday. Stop at probation. They will give you the information for how to report.
Stop at probation.
Yes,
This Friday, Your Honor.
yes.
Okay,
Thank you, Your Honor.
thank you.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you. You're still, so let me just clarify, ma'am, you're still on probation as well, right? But the 30 days is from part of the sentence and then the jail review. So your jail review in December is canceled. And then you're still on probation when you are released.
Yes.
Obviously, she didn't need time to pay the additional fines and costs.
Yes, she can put that in with her payment. her payments. Thank you. Have a good day.
Watch your probation.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we're going to go on the record of the matter of the city of Wyandotte versus Christie Rome, 231232 A and B, 232133 A, B, and C. And appearance, counsel?
Your Honor, good afternoon, Richard T. Serrano, P33828. Today, Your Honor, I appear as MNCC counsel for arraignment purposes only on behalf and with my client who is presently in Wyandottes custody. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes,
Please state your name.
Christy Brown.
All right, thank you. And good afternoon, ma'am and counsel. As to the arraignment.
Your Honor, as to both matters, I've advised my client of the nature of the charges against her. She understands them. There are companion civil infractions as well, and she understands those. She understands all of her constitutional rights, so thereby we waive for reading today's 10 meetings.
All right, the court will waive the formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment. And we will schedule this matter for a pre-trial on October 31st at 10:15 a.m.
Your Honor, I'm not attorney of record that day, but or custody in the afternoon, but I can be here for this case if the court desires. Or if you want.
I forget right off the top of my head how we're doing that way when it's an arraignment. I don't recall
Well,
specifically. but
usually.
I thought it was still following the case, but if
We
you're
will,
able,
and I will, you know, if
Okay,
the court
if you're-
wants me to.
okay, yes, if you're able to, then that would be fantastic.
On the 31st, at what time again, Your Honor?
10:15 a.m.
10:15.
All right, counsel as to bond.
And Your Honor, after speaking to my client, she was arrested on these warrants today while she was at home. My client is has presently living with significant other and three children. She has 50-50 custody. She's recently divorced, and so they share custody of the children. The children are not in her custody this week. Your Honor, she's not working now. She lives with her stepmom. And Your Honor, she tells me she's not on probation or parole, has no other matters pending. She's being neglectful for appearing in court, so she promises now to appear in court. She's very close by if she doesn't, so they'll go pick her up again. But I ask for a personal bond, Your Honor. These are not crimes of violence, so it does not pose danger to the community or a bond she can reasonably expect to pose.
Ms. Rome, well, you were supposed to have been in court on August 15th. And you were not. Why not?
My dad has just passed and I'm honest with you, I forgot. I really did.
Which is your address, ma'am? Wyandotte or Taylor?
Why not?
And how long have you been in Wyandotte?
Couple months.
And did something occur at the home as to why you were arrested?
No, I was just there and they showed up.
All right, so let me just indicate this, that Ms. Rowan, you were pulled over for driving while license suspended on June 1st of this year. And then you were supposed to have been here August 15th. And you were not, a warrant issued September 6th. September 26th, you were pulled over for the exact same violation. And this, this was set for a court date in December. Were you advised and released on the warrant at that time, ma'am?
I think so. I don't know. When?
Yes. On September 26th. So the last time you were pulled over for driving while license suspended, were you advised of your warrant that you had for the matter from June?
I believe so. I'm not 100% certain.
Okay. And so you still didn't contact the court. You didn't set up a court date. And you're alleged to be committing the exact same offense as the first matter as to why you had a warrant for your arrest. Have you changed your address with the Secretary of State?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Have you changed your address with the Secretary of State?
No.
No. And so where is it? So why don't you work, ma'am?
I am trying to get a job again, but I haven't been able to because I lost this job because I don't have a ride all the time. So it's like I'm not really reliable to them, you know? And so I'm trying to get another job.
What job was that?
I worked in Wyandotte, but it was all the way down by the hospital in Brownstown. It was actually Brownstown.
Okay. Did you have a job in Wyandotte or Brownstown, ma'am?
Brownstown.
Okay, and where was that?
You know where the hospital is? There's a doctor's office in there and I worked there.
Okay, and so how long have you not worked there?
A few months.
So in that few months' time, ma'am, how many job applications have you submitted?
A lot. I can, if you want, you can pull up my Indeed. I don't know. A lot. I put a lot.
Okay. Well, counsel, your client failed to appear on one matter and then is charged with committing the exact same offense afterwards. And even still, whether when she was pulled over on the second offense, it would have triggered her memory as an aha, I had another matter, this is like deja vu, or she was advised and released, she still didn't contact this court. So the court's going to indicate a $3,500 10% bond on each matter. Ma'am, in the event you post bond, you're not to drive at all.
Okay.
Why
You
is your
said
license suspended? Why is your license suspended?
They told me because of tickets.
So you don't pay tickets?
I haven't had the money.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you can just ignore any court dates. You contact the court that you owe money to and you ask to set up a payment plan.
Okay. I didn't know I could do that.
Ma'am, how would you know or not know if you don't contact the court to ask? We'll see you back on October 31st. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and so we are on the record matter of the state of Michigan versus Christopher Thompson, 232233.
Thank you so very much for watching. I'm going to try to get a video out at about 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'm trying to get 2 out a day, so hopefully that'll work out, and I'll see you next time.